Friends and family saying their final goodbyes Sunday to 77-year-old Richard Harrison.
It's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same without the old man being there.
Sexual assault investigation lands one of the members of Pawn Stars in trouble.
Behind the glass cases and rare collectibles of the gold and silver pawn shop, real people built a legacy that touched millions. For over a decade, Pawn Stars brought history to life, turning forgotten treasures into stories worth telling. But not every story had a happy ending. Some cast members faced battles that nearly destroyed them. Others said goodbye far too soon, leaving behind memories that still echo through the shop's doors. Tonight, we honor those who survived against impossible odds and remember the ones we lost. These are their stories. Number 8. Corey Harrison.
Right now, I couldn't be happier. This boat's not in bad condition, it just needs a little work.
What were you doing out there with that boat?
No, I bought it.
What do you mean you bought it?
I bought it. What do you mean?
How much you pay for it?
$16,500.
Corey Harrison grew up inside the pawn shop, watching deals unfold and learning the business from his father and grandfather. Fans knew him as Big Hoss, the young energy pushing the family forward. He worked hard to modernize the shop, bringing new technology and fresh ideas, while his father handled the bigger negotiations.
Did you test drive it?
No.
What do you mean, no?
No, I didn't test drive it. It's a Chris Craft. The thing's worth like 30 grand.
I could give a it's a Cryptcast. He doesn't spend that kind of money until he asks me first. Don't ask the old man, don't ask anybody else. You ask me.
Corey. You know, you sit here and you tell me all this where I'm supposed to like take this over, but every time I make a decision, you got something to say.
In 2014, Corey's world shattered in a single moment. A motorcycle accident left him severely injured, and recovery became a painful, lonely process. That same year, his marriage fell apart, adding emotional weight to physical suffering. The once funny and energetic presence on the show transformed into someone quieter, someone carrying invisible scars. Corey still works at the shop today, but the carefree spirit fans once loved never fully returned. Number 7. Rick Dale.
Rick told me I wouldn't even recognize it. I'm gonna go see what I got. Holy sh! That is nice. That is cool.
A little different than when you saw it before, huh?
Yeah, it's way different. When I saw the gas pump, it was just unbelievable.
Rick Dale was the man who brought broken things back to life. He owned Rick's Restorations, and whenever the pawn shop needed something fixed, Rick showed up with his truck and his magic touch. A rusty gas pump would become a showpiece. A beat-up Coca-Cola machine would shine like new. His patience and craftsmanship made viewers believe that nothing was ever truly lost.
Was there a lot of hair in there?
Yeah, there was tons. You want some?
Yeah.
I thought it was yours.
After several successful seasons and even his own spin-off show, American Restoration, Rick suddenly vanished from Pawn Stars. No dramatic exit, no explanation. Fans were left wondering what happened to the man who made history feel alive again. Rick continued working quietly in his shop, away from cameras and fame. The show moved on without him, but something irreplaceable was gone. Rick reminded us that some things are worth saving, even when the world forgets. Number 6. Austin Chumlee.
If you need to buy something, let me know. Chumlee's the name.
To fans of the Las Vegas-based reality show, he's Chumlee, the unlikely breakout celebrity of Pawn Stars.
Russell Chumlee was the heart of Pawn Stars. His real name is Austin Russell, and he started working at the gold and silver pawn shop long before fame found him. He had been friends with Corey since childhood, and fans loved how genuine he was. He asked the questions most of us would ask, never pretending to know more than he did.
Austin Russell, better known as Chumlee, is in jail tonight.
19 drug charges and 1 weapons charge. A lot of people we spoke with here tonight say potentially they could see him being guilty of a drug charge, but sexual assault, no way.
In 2016, everything collapsed. Police searched his home and found illegal substances and weapons. Chumlee was arrested, and many believed his career was finished. The charges were serious, the shame overwhelming. But instead of giving up, Chumlee faced his mistakes head-on. He began eating healthier, working out relentlessly, and lost over 100 pounds. He reflected on becoming better for himself and for those who still believed in him. Today, Chumlee owns his own candy shop in Las Vegas and continues appearing on Pawn Stars. His story proves that redemption is possible when you choose to grow instead of hide. If these stories have touched you, take a moment to subscribe and honor their legacies. Your support keeps their memories alive. Number 5. Steve Grad.
Steve Grad, our longtime autograph authenticator and good friend of Rick. He's a good friend of mine too. But
of course.
yeah.
I had hair when the show started, so I don't anymore. So
Steve Grad worked as the autograph expert on Pawn Stars. He could examine a signature and tell you instantly if it was real or fake, noticing details invisible to most people. His job was protecting the shop from costly mistakes, and he did it with quiet confidence. Steve never tried to be the center of attention. He let facts and expertise speak for themselves.
You may know me from TV shows Pawn Stars and the History Channel, but you don't know me as the guy who had back problems literally his whole life.
Over time, Steve's appearances became less frequent. Eventually, he stopped showing up altogether. Behind the scenes, conflicts with the pawn shop created tension nobody talked about publicly. Fans noticed his absence immediately and realized how much value he brought to every episode. Steve made complicated authentication processes feel simple and understandable. His calm professionalism reminded viewers that even the smallest signature could carry enormous weight. Though his time on the show ended abruptly, his impact remained undeniable. Number 4. Rebecca Romney.
Today was actually kind of weird. I was just looking at a book with Rick and another one came in. It was just perfect timing.
Rebecca Romney arrived on set with rare books in hand and stories waiting to be told. When someone brought in an old Bible, a first edition novel, or a dusty manuscript with strange markings, Rick called Rebecca. She examined each book with care, explaining not just its monetary value but its historical significance. Her passion made reading feel like treasure hunting.
Maria, one of the reasons she wrote this was because she was really frustrated with the type of girls she was seeing in the literature that she was reading. And that clearly resonated with people because, you know, the book sold tens of thousands of copies, like just within months.
Okay, did not know that at all.
After a few seasons, Rebecca's visits became rare. She eventually stepped away from Pawn Stars entirely, choosing to focus on her career outside television. Fans who appreciated her intelligence and grace were left wondering what could have been. Rebecca's time on the show may have been limited, but she proved that knowledge itself is powerful. She reminded us that the most valuable treasures aren't always gold or silver. Sometimes they're stories preserved in fragile pages, waiting for someone who understands their worth. Number 3, Brett Mailey.
These guys from Pawn Stars gave me a call. They want me to come down and evaluate a piece. You know, should I do it? He's like, Pawn Stars, yeah, do it, do it. He had heard of the show, but at that time I hadn't. So the rest is history.
Brett Mailey was the art expert who helped people see beyond price tags. He worked at an art gallery and knew how to spot value in every brushstroke. When Rick needed guidance on paintings, sculptures, or prints, he called Brett. His calm energy balanced the shop's usual chaos, bringing thoughtfulness to fast-paced negotiations.
I think I know what these are, but when we are talking about artwork that potentially could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, it always is good to do a little research.
Over time, Brett's appearances grew sparse. There was no dramatic farewell, just a quiet fade into absence. Fans who connected with his measured approach missed his presence. Brett didn't just appraise art. He taught viewers how to appreciate it, explaining why certain pieces mattered beyond their cost. In a world obsessed with quick profits, Brett slowed things down and made people think. His brief time on Pawn Stars left a lasting impression about the value of patience and perspective. Number 2, Olivia Black.
I'd actually tried to leave twice during my interview because once I realized exactly what it was, that there was a TV show involved in all of these additives.
Olivia Black joined Pawn Stars in Season 5 with excitement and determination. She worked behind the counter, guiding customers and learning the business from the inside. Olivia wanted to prove herself, to grow within the gold and silver pawn shop and become part of its legacy. The opportunity felt like a dream coming true.
I've never been like that guy. I've never been the one that got that kind of thing. So I felt like I was wasting their time and I tried to leave.
But not long after she started, news about her past modeling career surfaced. Now, it wasn't a secret Olivia had hidden, but it didn't fit the image producers wanted for the show. She disappeared from Pawn Stars without warning or explanation. Olivia later expressed her grief over the sudden exit, feeling cast aside for something she had never denied. Instead of giving up, she moved forward with her modeling career, refusing to let rejection define her. Olivia's story reminds us that being different doesn't mean you don't belong. In a shop full of history, she became part of it too, even if her chapter ended too soon. Number 1, Richard Old Man. Harrison.
I wouldn't feed this to my worst enemy. Nowadays, kids eat rice cakes. What the is a rice cake?
Richard Harrison, famously known as Old Man on the hit cable show Pawn Stars, has died.
Richard Harrison was the backbone of Pawn Stars. They called him the Old Man, and his presence held everything together. With a serious face and calm voice, Richard gave advice that kept the family business honest and strong. He worked for decades to build the gold and silver pawn shop into something worth inheriting, teaching his son Rick and grandson Corey the value of integrity over quick profits.
Had slowed down over the last few years. He and his son Rick opened up the business in the 1980s.
I'm Rick Harrison, and this is my pawn shop.
Richard wasn't flashy or dramatic. He was steady, reliable, the kind of person who made hard decisions look easy. When he spoke, people listened. When he said no to a deal, it was because he saw something others missed. His wisdom came from years of experience and a deep understanding of human nature.
Friends and family are remembering a Las Vegas celebrity known affectionately as the Old Man on the television show Pawn Stars. Today, 77-year-old Richard Harrison was laid to rest.
In 2018, Richard passed away at 77 years old. The news left fans heartbroken and the pawn shop forever changed. The show continued without him, but something essential was missing. Watching old episodes now feels bittersweet. Seeing Richard's face and hearing his voice, knowing he's gone. He built more than a business, he built a legacy. And though he's no longer behind the counter, his influence remains in every deal. Every decision, every moment, the Harrison family chooses honesty over profit. Richard Harrison reminded us that true value isn't measured in money. It's measured in the principles we leave behind. Which Pawn Stars member touched your heart the most? Share your memories in the comments below and subscribe to keep their stories alive.